Hey Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Is Donna from Tarot to do a read for how this Venus retrograde is going to affect you. So we're going to use the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. If you're interested, this is the one. And we're going to see what's going to happen. I have a feeling there's a lot of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus folks. I'm congested. Can you tell? I sound all funny, but I have a feeling there's a lot of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus folks that are probably during this Venus retrograde, which goes from December 19th to January 29th, the planet of love and money. When it goes in its retrograde phase, it appears to be moving backwards, and it flips the energy backwards, even though the planet doesn't actually go backwards. But I have a feeling that for you all, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of arguing and fighting over money with partnerships, you know. It could be even business partnerships, but it's going to be partnerships, and it's going to be about shared resources, because this Venus retrograde takes part in your 8th house of death, debt, taxes, partners' resources or money, and shared resources. So in this case, since you also have, as we speak, the Sun in your 7th house of partnership, and you have this, you'll have during the retrograde the South Node and Mars in your 7th house, kind of kicking up some energy, possibly just a bit of friction in partnerships. So I think this has to do with, well, we'll see in a second, but I think this has to do with arguing over money with somebody. So there might be arguments and fights over who contributes how much, or who spends how much, or, you know, that kind of thing, how it's managed or not managed. So let's take a look. I already shuffled, but I'll do a good faith shuffle just so you see. All right, so let's see for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, how your Venus retrograde is going to go. And Pudge keeps visiting. Oh, she heard her name. My little rock star. She looks like a rock star. I see her tail. Hi, honey. She looks like a rock star because she got into a burr patch, and now it's like the burrs are on top of her head, and I can't get them out. So I got to take her to the groomer. But her hair now is like all crazy looking. Come here. I'll show. Let me show. Oh, Ro's going to get jealous now. All right. That's enough of that shit. Look at my little rock star. Look, she's got her little burrs on her head. I can't get them out. She's got this, it's all right, this super fine hair. Behave. Super fine hair that is long and fluffy, and it's just real fine, and it's hard. It tangles easy, so. Come here, Ro. Do you want to be seen? Come here. Behave. Jeez. Jealous. This is Rosie. That was Pudge. This is Rosie. Pudge the rock star and Rosie the chunko. Look at her. Look at his little gut here. Yeah. Never passes by a food ball without saying hello. I have to try and portion their food out, or she's gonna look like she's gonna start oinking. Look at her. She's like, "What the hell, Mama?" All right, so it's show and tell pets, I guess. All right, sit down and behave. All right, so let's see. For those of you who don't like animals, my apologies, because there are people out there who don't. Wow, that was backwards. Oh, that's because it's on the bottom of the deck. So that's interesting, and I'm not gonna address it just yet. And that's 2 of those. Okay, good to know. So your Venus retrograde. Oh, I love that card. I love this card. It is so freaking cute. All right, so it's a messenger. So communication, or lack of, possibly. Both. Communication. So what we have is the 7 of water, the king of air. So, and I'll explain what this means, but 7 of water, king of air, ace of water, 6 of fire, and page of air. And then on the bottom of the deck is the 7 of air. So if you think air is like swords, air's like swords, water is cups, and fire is wands. So the 7 of cups, starting things off, and then the king of swords, the ace of cups, the 6 of wands, and the page of swords. So that's why I said, because on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, Seven of Air, Seven of Swords. So that's why I said communication or lack thereof. It's not so much lack of communication as it's not maybe not getting the full story, or maybe in the past didn't get the full story. But you got the King of Swords here, so it's almost like the all-knowing. It's like the all-knowing eye or the all-seeing eye in the sky or something like that. But then the Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, and then the Six of Wands. So there's going to be, and it may be in the past too, but during this Venus retrograde, there will be a little bit of rose-colored glasses when it comes to love. Maybe not seeing someone as they really are. And that is so appropriate because that's what people always do during Venus retrograde. Seven of Air is kind of hiding who you are. Someone might not be showing who they really are. They might be wearing a mask. And there you go. Not seeing somebody for who they are. And the reason I say this is because the Seven of Air, even though it's the Seven of Swords, which is kind of like trying to get away with something in other decks, in this one, if you look, she's an angel and she's feeding geese. And she has birds all around her, but notice that she is wearing like a mask of Zorro, so they can't really see her as she is. Like, can't really see all of her, not see her, like, she, not seeing the real her or how she really is. And the Ace of Earth is like the Ace of Pentacles, that's right underneath. So, that would show, a new start that's more practical. So, there's a new start in love. And it's meant to be successful, also meant to kind of put you in the spotlight in some way, and there might be a spotlight on it. There's going to be communication, but the thing is, and if it's somebody you haven't been talking to for a bit, then it's going to be a new start in communication. But here's the thing, you're not seeing them, or they're not seeing you, or neither one of you is seeing each other as you really are, and I think there's going to be probably a lot of honesty, but for some reason, and it could be that one or both of you have been hurt before, so you're kind of holding back and not letting the other person see the real you. You're only putting in partial effort, and you're only showing them part of who you are. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. But if it does, please hit like, share, and subscribe. So we're going to look at also, I pulled a couple oracle decks, and here's just a good faith shuffle. This is the spellcasting oracle, this one right here. And for this, we are pulling we're pulling the beauty card. So my concern is don't be and then willpower. Okay. Don't be taken in by somebody's beauty, because it may hide some ugly things. So, and this person could be a narcissist too. I mean, don't be taken in by somebody with narcissistic qualities, because look, this person's looking in a mirror at themselves, admiring themselves. So, and it just makes me think of the story of Narcissus. Looked in the pool, and fell in love with his own image, which is where the word narcissism comes from. Comes from that story mythology. So I also pulled the Moonology Deck. Cheryl Ash of Winchester, Virginia, gave me this deck, and actually she is a really great tarot reader, and intuitive, psychic, whatever you want to call her, but she's very intuitive, and she gave me this. So she, feel free to reach out to her. She's awesome. So this deck, we are pulling the Prosperity Lies Ahead, New Moon in Taurus. At the bottom of the deck, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. And actually Sagittarius is your 7th house of partnership. Full moon in your 7th house of partnership. And a new moon, that's full moon in the 7th, and then new moon in the 12th for you, because Taurus is your 12th house of self-undoing. So don't shoot yourself in the foot by not seeing somebody for who they are, ignoring red flags, that kind of thing. If you're trying to rekindle things with somebody from the past, like from 2, 3, 4 years ago, well, try to see them as they are, because if you put those rose-colored glasses on as soon as Venus goes retrograde, when Venus goes direct, those glasses get yanked off, Just throwing that out there. So let's do 6 cards. Donna's Destiny. Who are we reading for next? Where is that die? Oh, Jesus. There it is. Hiding. Oh, you know, while I'm going to also go over, let's see. So Scorpio is next. And I'm going to go over, well, I have no pens here. I have no pen. I don't know why. Well, we'll use a pencil. I don't care. So let's also do this thing that I've been doing recently where I roll the planet die and the sign die. And just to give you another little special message. It might be a little message. It might be a big message. I don't know. So, sun in the 4th. So, it's a spotlight on your 4th house of home and family. So, what is going to be the spotlight on your 4th house? 4th house is home, family, roots, and the past. So, it could be that your home life is temporarily impacted by someone from the past. Someone coming back. Alright, so I said I love this card because look at this. Isn't this the cutest little card? This whole deck is cute, but I mean, look at that. I love that card. And then I think it's the 10 of water. Or no, it's the ace of, it's the, which one is it? One of them, it might be the Queen of Water, has this little guy like releasing a pearl, but there's like pearls all around the person in the picture. Is it the Queen or is the 10 of, it might be the 10 of water. I just remember there's pearls everywhere and that cute little guy, you know, releasing another one. All right, so what do we have? What do we have? You'll go on a vacation, watch your diet, take the class/course, get a reading, feel free. Make them put in more effort. And they miss you. All right. And at the bottom, they have abandonment issues. So somebody you're dealing with has abandonment issues. They're afraid of being abandoned. Something happened to them either in childhood or maybe they were divorced, you know, so they feel like the person left them, abandoned them, whatever. So for whatever reason also, they don't put in, and that could be it. Maybe they're afraid of investing because they're afraid of it just failing again. So there's that. All right. Love you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and I will see you on the next read. All right.